Clever small apartment ideas that designers swear by. A small apartment presents a unique challenge, especially if you aren't a fan of open-concept living. It's a small space that has to play multiple roles: bedroom, living room, and dining area. So, whether you're moving into your first apartment or simply seeking fresh inspiration for the season ahead, these tips will help transform any pocket-sized space into the home of your dreams. Opt for a daybed. Not enough room for both a sofa and a bed frame? Choose a piece of furniture that can do both. A daybed is a great option for equally comfortable sitting and sleeping places. Plus, a daybed can easily be disguised as a chic sofa when it's time to entertain guests. Swathe your space in one hue. The quickest way to achieve a cohesive look in such a small room is to choose one pattern and one color, one print, and use them on everything. And I really do mean everything. This studio apartment idea uses large-scale checks on all the walls, upholstery, and even window treatments. Use light colors. One of the easiest ways to make a studio apartment, or any small space, feel larger is by painting the walls white. You can enhance the use of natural light, but with the old walls being painted a dark gray color, it was hard to make the space feel airy. So by brightening up the space with white paint on the walls and light white oak floors, which instantly gave it a larger, more open feel, as it invites the light to reflect throughout the apartment. Create intentional division. When your apartment is made up of only 4 walls, simply add your own in a renter-friendly way. Using furniture to create division in your apartment is a great way to add a visual divide, plus it's functional too. Shelf at the foot of the bed and made it look built-in with trim on the top and bottom. That, paired with a curtain installed on the ceiling beside the bed, helps give the illusion of a bedroom in this tiny 150 square foot space. Go maximalist. You know, going maximalist in an apartment, it can so easily become cluttered and overwhelming. However, in a small space, too little can be as dangerous as too much. I say to combat the cramped feel, pay attention to the scale of the furniture you put in this apartment. This variation makes the whole apartment feel more dynamic. Create multifunctional areas. Everyone loves a smart storage solution, but it's especially important to do so in a small apartment. In the same apartment as above, you used a vintage cabinet as both a place to hold your sneaker collection and as a makeshift bar. Who doesn't want a cocktail while shoe shopping? Choose smaller furniture pieces. A spindle-wide chair and a square side table are right at home in this bite-sized entryway. Thanks to their smaller stature, they don't overwhelm the tight corner and instead feel right at home. Create an illusion. With an apartment, you will sometimes need to trick the eye into thinking there is more space than there really is. In this bedroom-designed nightstands feature chrome legs that reflect light and give the appearance of floating. Add top-shelf storage. Wrap the cubby-like bookcase built-ins over the doorway. This allows for extra storage space without taking up too much room. To give an airy and light appearance in this small city apartment, opted for many different styles of seating with plenty of negative space. This allows for a less full appearance. A club chair or armchair would have looked too heavy for the small space. Add cohesion with paneling. In order to bridge the various zones in this apartment, a thin strip of paneling was wrapped around the entire room. Forgo a kitchen table. In a 350 square foot studio apartment, there's no room for a kitchen table. Instead, they chose counter stools that can easily be tucked under the counter when not in use. Store knickknacks on windowsills. One of the hardest parts of decorating a small apartment is running out of flat surfaces too quickly. Make sure your beloved trinkets get valuable real estate by showcasing them on your windowsill, instead of another side table or bookshelf that you don't have room for. Create a backdrop. Give your studio a grand feel with high-impact textiles on the wall and floor. This mural creates a sense of expansiveness. Pared-down furnishings, like the chaise and simple side table in this space. Add a barn door. Separated a bedroom alcove from an adjoining living room with a sliding barn door. Doing this in an apartment adds some privacy and helps to define dedicated spaces for different activities. Use a room divider. When you want to break up an open apartment but don't want to, or can't, install permanent dividers, use a folding screen to create the illusion of privacy and separateness. Also accentuates the vertical space in this apartment with a super tall bed cornice. There's no room to be timid in a small space. Choose curtains over doors. Installing a sliding door would take up precious space in an apartment, so in its place, hang a curtain to create privacy around the bed. A more diaphanous fabric means light can still stream through and doesn't weigh down the room. Make everything count. Yes, everything, including, no, especially, your bulky appliances. Since there's limited space for extras and less room to pile in all your favorite items, you'll need to beautify everything. You can turn a regular old refrigerator into a design opportunity by dressing it up in removable wallpaper. Hang tons of mirrors. In an apartment, mirrors are your best friend. They bounce light off the windows, tricking your eye into thinking the space is much brighter and bigger, as exemplified in this apartment. Glam. You'll know a glam space when you see one. Think mirrored or metallic finishes, marble details, faux fur, and velvet, just to name a few textbook motifs. Basically, any luxe-looking material or texture falls under glam design style. It's opulent and sophisticated, but not over the top. As the saying goes, one person's trash is another person's treasure. When industrial design was born in the 1700s, it was a purely utilitarian style that would outfit the growing factories. While industrialist design occasionally evolved to keep up with new safety regulations, it wasn't until the 60s and 70s that people started to convert abandoned factories into lofts, restaurants, and hip hotels. While industrialism features pared-down materials like wood and brick, you can also expect to find sturdy iron and steel. To play off the masculine materials, many industrial homes feature a cooler, neutral color palette. Does Dan Humphrey's Loft and Gossip Girl ring any bells?